Hi FlossTube, I'm Pam. Welcome to my channel. Today is Saturday, December 12th, and this is Flossmas number 12. We are halfway through the month, and well, I mean, I guess technically we're not halfway. A couple more days we'll be halfway, but we're halfway through Flossmas. That's really where I'm going with this. Today's December 12th, and we're halfway through Flossmas. For me, anyway, some people are going to film their Flossmas videos or their Vlogmas videos or their Flossica videos or whatever you're filming all the way through the end of the month. For me, I'm ending on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve will be the last video. I like to say this right at the beginning. First of all, this is a channel about cross stitch. So if you're like, what the heck is cross stitch? You may have stumbled upon me and be in the wrong place. Number two, every video that I'm doing for Flossmas, I'm giving away a random card from the Prairie Schooler little mini card collection. And they go to a random commenter from the previous day's video, is how that works. So you need to be 18 to enter. You have to fill out my contact form. It's a Google form in the description box below so that I have your mailing address and I don't have to chase you down. And all you have to do is comment on today's video to possibly be tomorrow's winner. I hope that made sense. Okay, so yesterday's winners, I'm picking two because I didn't film a Flossmas Day 10 and I combined 10 and 11 together. So today, I'm picking two winners today, and they are, I have Jennifer Reads and Creates and Cade's Crafts. So Stephanie from Cade's Crafts and Jennifer Reads and Creates, you won. And I have your addresses, so those will go out in the mail. All right, so yay, congrats. I'm so excited. My favorite thing about this is that I get to write out a little card and in an envelope and stick it in the mail and go to the mailbox, and I love mailing things. Okay. A couple of things before I show you what I did yesterday. Actually, just one thing before well, maybe two things. So someone asked me in yesterday's comments, and I apologize, I didn't write down who you were. Didn't I have a tree here before? I had two trees on either end, and I did. But if you go back and watch, it might be Flossmas 3, Flossmas 4, the one that's titled Magic the Cat Steals the Show, you'll see that one of our cats, Magic, was eating this tree. And in the process, knocking down all of my carolers every night. And I was like, that's fine. I'll just put the carolers on my kitchen table and then he won't knock them down every night. And then I'll put them back in the morning, which seems seriously foolish. And I kept forgetting to take them down. And then I'd wake up in the morning and there would be scattered carolers everywhere. And this guy right here, that guy with the presents, he's already lost a shoe in the process. I mean, I have it, it's not lost, but I have to glue it back on. So I decided to move the tree. The tree has moved into my living room over there, and I put a Santa here. I missed the tree, and I like balance, and I have two Santas, and I could have put two Santas on either end, but this is our Advent tree, and I don't know if you've noticed over the Flossmas videos, it's collected little ornaments because the ornaments come out of our Advent house, and we do this every year. So the tree has to be by the house. Silly cats. I suppose I could have moved my carolers. Maybe I will do that. I don't know, but I enjoy having my carolers here. Life with animals, that's all I'm going to say. All right, number two is I've been working on our song, and I did a little changing. Somebody had suggested that one of our days should be a needle minder shaped like a tree, and I loved that. And I thought, you know what? In the 12 days of Christmas, the only rhyming that has to happen is day one has to rhyme with so-and-so gave to me. So like partridge in a pear tree rhymes with so-and-so gave to me. Nothing else really rhymes. I mean, all the leaping and dancing and milking, all those INGs rhyme, but I don't think that's on purpose. I mean, maybe it's on purpose, but like doves doesn't rhyme with hens and doesn't rhyme with rings. So I really liked the first day of Christmas, the Stitchy Fairy I think it's going to be a stitchy fairy, gave to me a needle minder shaped like a tree. And then, so I switched the second day too. I think we're going to get 2 Lizzie Kates. And somebody also asked me if it's going to be numerical, like, are you going to get 2 things on the second day and 3 things on the third day? And yes, that's how it's going to work. So we're going to get 2 Lizzie Kates and 3 project bags and 4 cuts of linen. I like that. We need choices. And then 5 Flossmas rings. So that's where we are for now. So we need day 6 for tomorrow. Maybe even 7, because I'd like to get this done so that I'm nervous that we'll run out of time. I don't know why. We've got like 12 more days. Anyway, I'm looking to fill day 6s and 7s. That's where we are. Okay. I'm gonna move my notes out of the way because I will fiddle with that pen the entire time. All right, so yesterday I got some stitching done and a finish. So I have been stitching Home for the Holidays, 4 boys and an NL girls Flossmas chart for this year. Technically I think it's supposed to be an ornament, but for me, it's large for an ornament. If you're stitching this or you plan on stitching this and you want it to be ornament sized, I would suggest doing it on something smaller than a 32 count. My 32 count, I think, is too big to be an ornament. By the way, I think 50% of the proceeds from this is going to benefit Muscular Dystrophy Canada. I'm not sure on the exact amount, but I know proceeds from this are going to benefit Muscular Dystrophy Canada. And I finished. So this is just on a 32 count piece of scrap linen that I had. And I finished. I'm just gonna hold it up here for a little look. I'm so happy with it. So I did switch out some colors. Obviously the house was supposed to be a log cabin and I made it green because my house is green. I didn't stitch the skis because I'm not a skier or a winter sportser at all. I was like, did I remember to put the snowman's eyes in? Little snowman is so cute. Yeah. And there's a 2020 stitched there above the door. I don't know if that's really gonna show up or not, but it's there. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it since it's too big to be an ornament really. I'm thinking I have this little thing that I got from Target. I wanna say I purchased it back in October. It was in their dollar section. Not that the things there are really even $1 anymore, but you know the section I'm talking about. This was $3 and I don't know if they still have it, but maybe what I'm thinking is, I think there's enough space right here for this. So I might just cut this out, stick it on some sticky felt. I'm not even gonna make it like a hard, like I don't think I'll put it on like a board. So it'll be a little floppy, I think. That's okay. And then I'll just clip it in there. So yeah, I think it will fit. I don't know if you can see the clippy things right here, the bottom. Yeah, I think it's gonna fit in there. So I might do that today. We'll see. I have a list of tasks that need to get done today. All right, and then part 2 of Stitching Book Club came out. So mostly I wanna get my tasks done today so I can sit down and stitch, because it's gorgeous. I want to stitch this so bad. I don't want to do anything else today. I just want to stitch this. Just as a reminder of what part 1 looked like. I gotta find the top. I don't think it really matters what's the top and what's the bottom, but this is facing the right way. This was part 1. I replaced the French knots with little seed beads. I don't know if that's gonna focus or not. And I'm stitching it on an opalescent fabric. And everything else except the fabric is not the called for fabric. Although I guess technically the called for fabric was anything light or neutral. So she did, Stitching Book Club is done by Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. I think her name is Kristen. And I never have that on me. If you're looking for her, There's her information down here. And I will have her Etsy shop linked in the description box below. But she did like a tea-dyed fabric, but I wanted the sparkle. We went opalescent. So that's my plans, is to work on that today. And tomorrow probably, that seems to be a little bit more stitching than there was the first time, because all of these 4 things are gonna be new. I mean, maybe not. It might be the same amount of stitching. It just looks bigger. So we'll see. I'd like to have it done by this weekend, although I don't know quite what I'll move on to for the week if I get that done this weekend. I have ideas. I have plans. All right. I think that's all. Let me just look at my notes really quick. That is all we're going to talk about today, because I'm already at 10 minutes. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay well, stay safe, happy stitching. Bye, everyone.